Okay, sorry, cut me off. I don't know where we stopped in this, but we can go through it again. So 4 goes into 5 one time. 4 times 1 is 4. Subtract, have 1 left over. Bring down our 8. 4 goes into 18 4 times, which 4 times 4 is 16. 18 and 16 is 2. I added on a 0. 4 goes into 25 times evenly. But if I wanted to round this answer to the nearest ones place, or excuse me, to 1 decimal place, so the nearest tenths place, I have to look at my hundredths. If it's 5 or above, we'll round the tenths place up. If it's 4 or below, it stays the same. So here we have a 5, so our answer, if we want it to the 1 decimal place, would be 1.5. All right, so let's do a division problem together. How's about, I'm just gonna make one up. Let's do 3.6 divided by 5. 3.6 divided by 5. You do it over there, I'll do it over here, and then we'll compare. All right, pause me if you need to. Here, this was kind of tricky. Move my decimal place up. 5 goes into 3 0 times. 3 minus 0 is 3. Pull down my 6. 5 goes into 36 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. Have 1 left over. I added a 0, brought it down. 5 goes into 10 twice evenly. So my answer is 0.72. If I wanted to round that to 1 decimal place, I'd look at my hundredths place. This is less than 5, so this will stay the same. So my answer to 1 decimal place would be 0.7. Okie doke. Now let's talk multiples and factors. Let's start with some multiples. If I wanted, here this is number 13 in your review A. It says, what are the first 5 multiples of 12? Multiples of 12. Ugh, 12 looks awful. Now remember, multiples are 1 times 12, 2 times 12, 3 times 12, 4 times 12, and so on and so forth. So the first 5 multiples, 12 times 1 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24, 12 times 3 is 36, 12 times 4 is 48, and 12 times 5 is 60. So that would be my answer, 12, 24, 36, 48, and 60. Now, let's say I wanted to know the least common multiple of 2 numbers. So let's say I want to know the least common multiple, or LCM, of, let's do 6 and 4. Okay, least common multiples of 6 and 4. So that's a multiple they both have in common and the smallest number that they both have in common. So I need to find the multiples of 6 and the multiples of 4. There's going to be a lot, so I'm only going to do a few. Let's talk about the first few of 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. And I think I've probably gone far enough. Now I need to find the multiples of 4. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12. I can stop there because 12 is a multiple of 6. And I wanted the least common. So I can stop once I find the first one. So my least common multiple of 6 and 4 is 12. Let's do one of those together. Find the least common multiple of 3 and 9. Oh, wait. That seems too easy. Let's do least common multiple of 3 and 4. So find the multiples of 3, and then find the multiples of 4, and find the one that they have in common that is the smallest number. I'll do it over here. Pause if you need me to. Here I found some multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And I started on 4, 4, 8, 12. I stopped once I got to 12 because they have that in common. Okay, now let's talk about factors. Remember, factors are numbers that are multiplied together to get another number. So let's look at 13b. This says, what are the factors of 36? So here, let's think about it. I'm going to start with 1. So I know 1 times 36 is 36. Can 2 go into 36? Yes, because 36 is an even number. If I didn't know what to multiply 2 by, I could divide 36 by 2 and find that. I happen to know that it's 18. Write that there. Can 3 go into 36? It can. If you didn't know that offhand, you could just test it. But 3 does go into 36. 3 times 12 is 36. Can 4 go into 36? Yeah, 4 and 9. Can 5 go into 36? No, because it doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. Can 6 go into 36? Yes, 6 times 6 is 36. So this is my answer. It's a chain of numbers that when multiplied together equal 36. So if I wanted to find the greatest common factor between two numbers, or GCF, greatest common factors, let's say I'm going to find the greatest common factor of 24 and 20. 24 and 20. So I need to find the factors of 24 and the factors of 20. And then I'm going to look for the largest number they both have in common. So go ahead on your end and find the factors of 24 and the factors of 20. And I'll do that over here. All right, pause me if you need to. Here for my factors, I did 24, so 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, and 4 times 6. That was all of them. Then I found my factors of 20. 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5. Here, the largest number they both have in common is 4. So that is my greatest common factor. All right, go ahead and start on your math review. If you need to refer to these videos at all when you're doing it, feel free. I know it's a lot, but you've been working really hard all year on this, and I trust that you will do well on your math assessments. You've been putting in the hard work, doing your workbook exercises, practicing, reviewing, doing Moby Max, and I'm very proud of you guys. Fourth grade math isn't easy a lot of the times. You're learning a lot of new things, and it can be really frustrating when you don't automatically get it, because you're all really bright, and I bet you're all used to getting things very quickly and easily. And sometimes in math, that's not the case. You have to work hard to understand it. But I've been really proud that you've worked hard, you've given me your best, you've sought excellence in doing your math, and even when you've become frustrated, you've powered through, you haven't given up. So I just continue to pray that you apply that to all areas of your life. You'll come to find that as you keep going in school and life, that things get harder and harder. And they're not always going to come easily to you. Even if math wasn't hard for you this year, someday you're going to come up against something that's really hard and doesn't come easy. But God gives us strength, and even when we want fast, clear, quick results, sometimes how He works is just keeping us going, putting one foot in front of the other, and slowly and meticulously, and it may be slower than you want, we learn and we grow. So sometimes it's just keeping at it, even when it's hard, that's going to really pay off. I know, trying to think of an example in my own life. There's many, but it's just like getting in shape, right? Right now I'm walking a lot, which is really nice, and I've noticed, not that I thought I was really out of shape before, though I probably was, right? Walk up a flight of stairs and out of breath. But what's been nice about this walking every day, I find that it wasn't fast. I had to walk a lot before I realized that my legs were getting stronger, my lungs were getting stronger, and I could start to jog. And it wasn't a problem because I had been slowly working to build those muscles. And this is the same thing, right? You slowly start to put pieces together of math in your mind, and it may be a while before they all come together and fit. Just like it took me a long while of walking, of growing my muscles before I could start to do other things. It's the same with a lot of things in life. You just have to slowly and faithfully keep at it, even when it's hard, and it'll pay off. Things don't come as fast as the world thinks they should. So I hope that makes sense. I'm off my soapbox. I just love you guys, and this is one of the last videos I'm making, so I'm getting talkative, I guess. Anyway, love y'all dearly. Do your best. I know you will. And good luck.